Hello, Commanders. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day today. In today's video, I want to talk to you a little bit about some changes that came with the recent territory update that probably some of you have recognized, but I'm hoping to give you some more information and some things I do to kind of help with it. And obviously if I'm missing something and there's some strategies that you use to kind of mitigate how much you have to mine for this, then I would love to hear it. Always trying to get some good input from the community. So let's jump right into it. And I want to start now. Unfortunately, I already done my refines for the day, but I want to talk a little bit because I don't know if everyone has noticed, but the refine cost for your turn-ins for the ISO has gone up. And for those 50 plus, it's a good thing, but also potentially a bad thing. So let's talk about it. I had this friend of mine on Discord who's able to find and locate this pretty cool spreadsheet. So let's look at that. Okay, so here we are, and I'll zoom in a little bit just to give a comparison, but this is the isogen and territory capture refining pre-update and post-update. And some of the information, as you can see on the post-update, hasn't been filled in. I guess the data hasn't been gathered. So we'll try and compare it. And this is just to give you an idea of what's maybe coming, but it should still affect you below 50. We just don't have those numbers. In other words, your how much you need to mine should have gone up. So kind of some interesting things to point out. First thing to point out, and let's kind of I'm going to zoom in and let's look at the 1-star isogen. So, and I'm going to just focus, because I had the refit, that's what I'm familiar with. I'm going to focus on that. And I'm a level 52 player. So before the update, if you can see for 51 to 52 in that third column, is 522,100. So if I was maxing my refines, which I try to do for the 1-star because you get the most emulsion from that. If you look at that from 4950 and plus in that last column, we're getting 16,500 emulsion each, all the way up to level 60. And so this was a fix that Scopely did with this announcement. Scroll down, and you can see the cost. So from 51 to 52, so this is greatly affecting the 50 plus players, right? It now costs me 585,100 per day, which is 19,800 emulsion. Okay, so not too much more emulsion, a little bit. Well, I mean, it's all going to add up, right? And this is per day. So a little bit more emulsion, a little bit more mining. But if you look at it as you go up, this is one thing that concerns me, is the next few tiers all the way up to 60. And I have to think that Scopely is going to continue to push out more of this content up to 60 plus, or to 60 players, because I wouldn't be surprised if they come out. Who knows? There's been a lot of rumors about, the excuse me, the G6 ships coming out, which means players would push up beyond that. I myself honestly never thought I would get past level 50. So surprising to me that I'm still around, but I still enjoy it. So it is what it is, right? Anyways, so when we look at the 60, and I know there's probably a lot of people who aren't quite there yet, but something to keep in mind that as you get up, could you imagine having to do a daily turn-in of 1.2 million 1-star? Insane. That's going to be a lot of mining. Okay, so the benefit that I've seen, I don't know if everyone else has seen this, but the benefit I've seen is that I'm getting a lot more emulsion. And that's important to me because I've been here since they came out with the first territory capture. I don't know about everyone else that's watching this video, but I've been out that long. Which is, let's hop over to my research real quick and have a look at that. Okay, so here we are. Let's go to territory. And I'm sorry, I have my Monavine out auto grinding, so you'll continue to see those. In the first section here, I have quite a bit of research that's been done. I still have some like Armada, Hostile, tactics, so forth. I've done a lot of this here, but the further we get to the right, the more you see I just haven't done a lot of this research. I haven't had the emulsion mainly for it. Speed ups are another problem that I always struggle with research, but I haven't had the emulsion. Okay, so I've mixed a lot of it, or in the early stages, I'm still working on some pieces here. They have added some good new research that came with territory. Of course, you have to participate in territory capture, and there's this new, what's it called? This new particle. There we go. Okay, I'll click on it. That's right, chronometric particles. So I'm trying to work on this one here, the schematics revision. Improves the base cost efficiency of ISO emulsion for territory capture research. And I did verify after I did it that the cost for this stuff on the left is affected. So it's not just the stuff on the right. So that's good. This stuff is pretty good too. If you haven't been in a big alliance, you can reduce your costs for these particles, which is a good thing. So we don't run out, or if you're in a group that doesn't have all three particles, then that's a good thing for you. And I think that was mainly it, as far as helping with like, what you call it? As far as helping out with the emulsion and doing the research. There's some other good stuff here we won't go over in this video, but those are things I found off right off the bat that were helpful. This one right here is probably going to be helpful too for increasing the base rate of mining. So we have the regular researches over here on the left, the ISO extraction. Once again, I'm still working on some of those. Cargo security, I probably could work on that one to help with my mining just to increase my protected. But bottom line, there's kind of where we're at. If you're new to territory and you've got a long ways to go, this will help you catch up. Okay. So next thing I want to talk about briefly is strategies. The best strategy I think I've come up with, and let me hop out of here, is, as a good friend of mine, the leader of our alliance, our admiral, he's a big fan of multiple ships. And so what I've done is, as event sources have rolled around, or I've had the opportunity, I've grabbed more blueprints, and I currently have 3 meridians. So let me hop over to our territory space. Okay, and I believe this is the 1 star. Where is it? There we go. So getting used to this new territory since we kind of reconfigured things, right? So with these meridians, I can mine, and what I've done is I've picked protected officers as much as I can. And with the research I've done for the protected cargo and the different trees that we have, I would really look at those if I were you and try maxing out your meridians as much as possible. For lower level players, I know there's a bottleneck of you hit a certain point that you need rare ship parts 4-star to do much with it. But whatever you can, at my level, what I'm able to do is, so I have Borg to bring. I actually have, and I'll go to the manage screen here so you can see it. I have Quark and Ron here. I could put another officer there for synergy. There's not too many officers that help with the mining, and I value more the protected cargo, so I don't have to switch the miner all the time. But this one's at 218,000. 279,000. And I believe I need to adjust my crews here. What are some other officers that you could use? Well, one officer I have used. Let's go to the Borg again. Amazing how useful the Borg are, right? 1 of 11. He's going to increase the protected cargo. Mine is maxed, and so that's 50%. And with him on one of the ships, I was able to get over the 200,000 limit as well. And so one reason why I've done that is the mines for 1 star are 200,000. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, but I can send out 3 ships. This is going to take me, as you see, 30 minutes to mine. So if I have 3 ships out, I can gather 600,000 in 30 minutes, which is not too bad. So if I had to do the 1.2 per day, that means in an hour I could have 3 ships out, mine what I need, and I'm done. Okay. I like to stock up as well, and so I have quite the stock in case we ever go to war or something like that. But that's pretty much it. I would focus on the research to have as much protected cargo as you can, and I would try and get, because once I got close to where it capped out previously to like ops 49, I was really struggling to keep up with 1 or 2 meridians. It was really hard, not just for me, but I talked to other people in my alliance and whatnot, and it seemed like the sweet spot for that level was 3 meridians. But now, as I'm looking at what's coming ahead, as I'm going to continue to grow and upgrade my ops, the requirements are going to keep going up. I'll keep getting more emulsion, which will be great, but the costs are going to keep going up for the turn-ins, and in order to keep up with that, I think I'm going to need a 4th. I don't know if a 5th is too crazy, but I'm starting to think ahead. And if you're new to this game, that's something you've got to do, right? You've got to think 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 100 steps ahead to keep ahead of all this. And one thing I can say is when Scopely does something like this, in order to monetize and get more money out of us, they typically will come out with a prime. So will they come out with a prime that will reduce the cost? That's certainly possible. And then down the road, 3 months, 6 months later, who knows how long it's going to be, but they potentially come out with something for the free to play where they'll have a research that will reduce the cost for the turn-ins, something like that. But they've got to find a way to sell their primes. They've got to find a way to make their money. Everyone else suffers, but that's kind of my insight is what can we do now to prepare for those future turn-ins? How can you be most effective in your game? And these are the crews that I've used. I guess one other I have used is Joe Quinn. He also increases the protected cargo, and I'll show that to people in case you don't have him or haven't used him much. I can't remember where. He's probably with the... Actually, let's not do name. Let's do group. Go to the augments. You get him through the augment store or the augment section or faction. So... Firewall protection. I almost forgot to share him with you. So Joe Quinn increases the protected cargo of the ship by 50%. So you can also put him on. There's various officers that like we've talked about that have that. I would just try and do the best you can to get multiple ships with multiple protected cargo crews, send them out, gather the emulsion you need, and most importantly, the main message I think of this video is to prepare. Prepare for what's coming, because your turn-ins are going to increase, whether you have the refit or not. They're going to increase. You'll get more emulsion, which will help, but you need to be able to keep up on those if you want to max out and get as much out of those turn-ins as you possibly can. So anyways, hopefully this video is helpful. If you have any other crew suggestions or ways that you're currently doing things to make this a little bit more effective or efficient for you, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, we're still trying to grow this channel. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Really helps me out. Okay, so, and also I am planning on doing a $20 Battle Pass giveaway. I must start doing that monthly, and we'll start this next month. And I'm new to figuring this out, so be patient with me, but I'm going to do it through my Discord link. Seemed to be the best way to do that, to coordinate it and to do a drawing. So I'll put the Discord link below. Feel free to join that, and I'll watch out for announcements in the Discord so you can participate in that. Great time to get in, because currently as a young channel, we don't have that many people that are on the Discord yet. And so your chances will be increased by joining that, and hopefully we can continue to grow and possibly do more than just a $20 Battle Pass in the future. So your support is truly helpful in making me do that. And once again, thank you very much and have a good day.